So if you're coming from St Ives and you want an alternative to going down the flooded trout pond route, you can go this way. It's very bumpy though, so might be one for thick tyres. There's the windmill over there. When you turn left at the end here, it's footpath only for a bit, so you should get off and walk until you get to the end where the signs say no horses coming the other direction. You should be okay to get back on the bike at that point. So as you can see at this point, it's no horses, no cycling, it's footpath only, so we'll walk the next section. I'll stop recording until I get to the end. This is about halfway along. You really only need to walk until you get to the windmill, because cars are allowed to come to that point. So That's where the restriction starts, I think. It might be this next exit. We'll have a look as we go past. It's not hugely long, but it does seem odd that no horses and no bikes are allowed, given you're allowed to this point. But it is I think a permissive, or it's a private road, so it's probably a permissive footpath, which means the landowner can withdraw those rights whenever they want. Yeah, I thought it might actually end back there, but looks like it's all the way up here. Not sure who owns the road, but there is a house over there, but I don't think it's them. And these are private each side, so I'm assuming it's whoever owns these fields. They look like they're farmed, so maybe the farmer. And there we go. Private road, footpath only, so that's from this point onwards, I think. So I'm going to get back on the bike now and carry on. So again, this is super bumpy, so coming down here, some reasonably wide tyres is probably necessary. You can bob round the the potholes, but there are some really bad ones, especially if you're doing it in the dark. Yeah, and this is accessible by cars, this bit, so whoa, that is slippery. Yeah, so easy to go the wrong way. I think should be able to get back up in a minute. There we go, that's better. Back on the track. I think this is called the Hale, I was reading. H-A-L-E, for anybody that's curious. Couldn't find out much information about it from Google, but maybe somebody else can. And this is Swavesey, this is Swavesey graveyard, I'm assuming. When you get to this junction here, if you go right, that's going to take you into Swavesey onto the road, and you can then turn left to get back up to the busway if you want to, or you can take this track if you don't mind doubling back on yourself a little bit. And that's what I'm going to do today, so I can get back onto the busway and see the flooding from the other side. It would appear that cars can also come down here, so I think we'll get into the side and we'll let him go past. It's good of him to move over, so we'll get out of his way. Oh. So yeah, we'll carry on up this path, and as you can see there's some decent potholes here as well, and brambles, so watch out for them. Just up ahead there you'll see where the sunlight is, or a bit past that actually, is the busway again, but you'll see. The other way is not a long section of road, but once you get out to the main road you've got to turn left, cycle along the road for maybe 500 metres or so, and then you're back onto the busway that way. I just prefer the off-road route, especially with these tyres on. And there's the way back to Swavesey on the busway, and this way will take us back to the trout pond so we can see the other side, which we're going to do now. So and this is us approaching the trout pond, they call it, flooding from the opposite direction. And it looks like somebody might be coming down the busway on their bike or walking down the busway, which is not recommended. Yeah, somebody, oh no, they're on the verge, so still a bit dangerous. You're quite close to the buses, but at least they can see them coming. And this is the flooding from the other side. You see all the debris that's been washed up. So we'll turn around now, go back the other way. Oh. You alright?